Well, just like that, these fields are planted with spuds, as far as you can see. This is the 7th backfield. There's still one field behind here with corn in it last year. Okay, probably get my doggy out of here. Hamish. She's all done. Just like that. I can see some spuds right there. Some sets. Put them in there. Boy, they don't waste much time doing that. The dog's having a ball here. Hamish. Better get him out of here. You stay off the field there, Hamish. How deep these rows are. Okay. You've been in a pond already. I haven't seen this pond in 50 years. I forgot about it. I didn't forget about it, but I couldn't remember where it was. It's between this wood trail and it's in the back end of the last farm field. And I remember bulrushes in it as a kid. And I could never remember exactly where it was. And well, after 50 years. Of course, these were farm properties my grandfather would have snapped up. So there were three properties at least. I guess a total of 250 acres maybe he bought in the dirty 30s. He's had his bath. He's been running in that soft soil. Excuse me, of the potato field. Bit of wind damage here. A few more trees down. I can see. Had a lot of wind in the last week, but it's been over a year of wind. I don't remember it like this, because I only visited in the summers, and then the last 10 years before I retired, I was coming 3 or 4 times a year. Trail cam didn't pick up a lot this year. I had my bird feeder, which needs to be replenished. Trail cam didn't pick up a lot this year. Well, I can't go back in the farmhouse because they're foaming, spraying the basement. I'll be out of it for a day once they start that. It's opened up some windows upstairs, and there's no going back in till tomorrow. I guess the fumes are a little toxic till they settle down. It's going to be quite a bit different to have that completely insulated, the whole farmhouse. It's about 95%, 90% anyway. The last bit of building we have to do on the main floor. And that's made a huge difference. We easily plowed through, I think the first winter, 7 or 8 cords of wood when it wasn't insulated. We were buying it late. Of course, there's not a lot of wood late in the winter when suppliers are done. But once we insulated, we dropped it by 3 cords. It's just incredible. And it's just an average stove, a very good stove, but not, not a what are they? The Pacific stoves and the, other top tier stoves. We had one back in Toronto, an insert, a Regency. It's a good stove though. I recommend it. Napoleon. Very good stove. I guess they've been making stoves for a long time. Oh, we can hear some more birds here. That's a trilly bird. Jungle. White-throated sparrow. I think the sapsuckers are back here. I thought I heard them banging away. And of course, it's not too far from where we got the great horned owl last week. Hoot hoot. All right there, or not far away, is where the pond is, and it's quite large. Much larger than I remember. In fact, we'll take a look at it. I'm gonna walk around this field here. I can still do it. Ooh, these are still a little stiff. This is the cornfield I filmed in a few weeks ago. We're not sure what it'll be in here. Probably winter, not winter wheat, but soybean is the go-to crop here. Just see it through there. And it is quite large. I just remember it being open with bulrushes. I remember that. You could see the bulrushes. Up and over into a little pond. Lots of springs here. They all flow into the dam. You wouldn't have to go too far to get water. Go down too deep, I don't think. You see the pond there. Right through the trees here. I might even get shorebirds there. There's another marshy area that we have that had American golden plover in it last year and a piping plover. Passing through in a couple weeks. I think that was May. I think migration is a little behind this year. A little slower. The season is definitely slower. There's the pond that I remember. Go back in the summer and check it out. Goes back quite a ways there. That's for sure. There's mallards on it. They're probably nesting here. Back quite a ways. Our natural pond there. And we are going to keep walking. So, there's some ducks right there as we speak. And there's some rattling. There's some more ducks. When you're near water, you have lots of ducks, and we have lots of water. So with that, with the spuds and spuds in most of the farm property. At least half of it's covered in spuds. My dad reckons they'll probably be out and harvest them in July, August, hopefully. And then we can get in here and get some more firewood. There's lots of it. So with that, I'll say goodbye. Until next one, take care.